What is up, everybody? Welcome to Battle Cards. We are here. We used to do this show live, but we figured now that we're not live, we can still do this show. Going to be a little different than what it was when we were going live. We're going to talk about it. We're going to listen to each track. The tracks that we got are from Mr. McDipstick, Classified featuring Merkules, who is... They are... We were having this discussion last week. Two of the biggest Canadian MCs ever. There's a lot of people in the talk for this. Prevail was up there. Merkules, obviously. There was Classified. There was Mocha Only. There was Tom McDonald. And I just kind of like, wah, 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 wah. Shouldn't even count. Move to American. He's American now. But... this is Classified featuring Merkules, so I'm stoked to hear this. Yeah, so it's not going to be. We're not going to. Well, we might rate the songs. I mean, essentially, what we're saying is there's no rules on this show. There's no like votes or official shit. It's just a few friends shooting the shit over a couple tracks, and the way we are going to grade you and earn you belts is just by a simple 2 out of 3 vote. 2 out of 3 vote. If it's 3 for 3, obviously we win. 2 to 3, that's who wins. Yeah, and that's how you get your belt. So Kyle is a yellow belt, I believe. Ignacio, I forgot to do it. Do you think you could open up a window and see what belts Kyle is? And see what belt Clarissa is? Something is telling me they're both yellow belts. So I'm not sure who's going to get a belt tonight or what it is, but we'll find that out.
Be right about that. Hold on a second here.
I believe we are awarding an orange belt tonight, I believe. Okay. LP, how are you?
I'm doing well. Very glad to be here. Happy Music Mondays, fellas. Yeah, let's get in some battle cuts.
Clarissa's yellow belt?
Both yellow belts, man.
Both yellow belts, so we are giving away an orange belt. Oh my God. We have Vincent's an orange belt.
Slides is an orange.
Slides is an orange belt.
Those are the only two.
Okay, guys. So I was basically barfing information at Ignacio the other day about my thoughts for this new version. This is what I do. I have an idea. I barf it out in a text with Ignacio, and he helps me sort out my thoughts. That's how it's always worked. That's how it always will work.
Except this time,
it's really so out there.
Barf. It was so much barf. I was like, bro, we don't have enough bags or paper towels for this. I'm gonna have to check you later.
So the main 12 people that we have competing in battle cuts have been awarded belts, and that's still been going from the live shows. Okay. And we're gonna priority focus on them for battles. Okay, so if you are in those 12 that are listed in the belt holders on the community page, you are going to be featured most often. Mm-hmm. Now, however, you guys haven't really started commenting tracks. So if you are one of those 12 who have been awarded belts, even if it is a white belt, you're still involved. What you need to do is go to the Battle Cuts page and pollute that shit with single track requests. That is how we're going to hopefully function at Battle Cuts. However, because we're keeping things so tight... And so tightly knit as a small crew, we are going to run out of battles. So we're going to draft white belts. We're going to draft you into battle cuts from the community page. You may have requested that song 2 years ago, but all of a sudden, we're going to battle it against one of the battle cuts belt holders, and you may earn a belt. So if you are a seldom watcher of this channel and you only watch once in a while, you better start watching now because your name's going to be in the title. We're going to draft white belts from the hip hop page. So all of the requests on the hip hop page are now essentially the minor leagues for battle cuts. So if you want to introduce yourself to the major leagues of battle cuts and get our attention, go to the battle cut section and post one song per comment. And that is the ones we are battle. I'm stoked. Ignacio, how are you?
I'm doing well. Music Mondays is the highlight of the beginning of the week. It's been a very long day. It was a good work stress day. It was like
got a lot done.
I did, but it was also yes, productive. But it was also one of those. There's an opportunity on the table for us in the organization and the program that I run.
Get some more houses, or just more funding to do
grant funding for another.
Nice.
And it's actually a different section of the program, so I would be able to add more staff and things like that.
Oh, so it's substantial. It's to afford salaries, so you can expand and help more people.
Correct. Another 2-year contract. And
so is there like a waiting list of people that need help that you already know about, or would you have to find new people to help?
There is a wait list already, a priority.
So you can start attacking the wait list.
Well, for this particular grant funding, they have to come from a specific encampment area of town, and then if they come from that area, they qualify to for housing in our program. So
right on,
they're probably on that priority list, but they would be kind of moved from that list to the other list, and then back in reorder.
But whatever, it's a step in the right direction for these people to receive housing.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, fucking A, man. That is awesome. Let's hope this classified Merkules track and get ready. Kind of.
How you doing?
Yeah. I did ask how LP's doing. How are you, LP? Did we ask?
You asked me. I said I'm here for Music Mondays. Let's get
all right.
some battle cuts going.
I just want to make
well,
sure.
LP, since we're entering more of a podcast lane than a reaction lane, why don't you tell us a little bit about all the great stuff that's going on with me and you in music these days?
I would be happy to, my friend. So, as some of you may or may know, Wilkshake and I go back some odd years, 15, 18, 20, going on 20 years.
I think it's more than 15, but not quite 20.
It's somewhere in there, 06, 07, 08 for sure. For sure by 08, we were on, mixtapes and tracks together and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, kind of stayed in touch all these years and, did some online open mics together at some point in time and did various things. And then here we are all these years later, 2024 or 2025 doing this show. And then we decide, why we form a hip hop group, because that's kind of long overdue. So Temple Heads it is. And now we've got Amol Sidhu on the engineering, and we've got Unique on the production, and we've got our alumni MCs that are part of the group here. And we just released our 4th track yesterday, Growth, featuring Apathy. I mean, that's no that's no small feat, you know what I'm saying? That's a big name out there. And then prior to that, just last month, we released Spit Boss, the Spit Boss featuring Cannabis, our all-time favorite MC. So
I think it was the ultimate place to start. The ultimate place to start.
Incredible.
If we were going to release a song with a feature, it had to be Cannabis.
I've already apexed any more as a bonus. Steady and patient, making more for the chosen.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight.
That track, I have to be honest and say, that track was fun for me to watch you guys put together. It was awesome to be able to be backstage to see that process for you guys, because I know how much he means to you guys, as an MC, just as a person, all the way around. So that was fun for me, being able to see you guys so excited, putting just the hard work and the discipline you guys had for that track. Like, it was really cool to see. So that's awesome.
Thanks, man. It's
Cheers,
cool.
Yeah.
And it's funny you say that, because I've been thinking about this lately too. It's like, what is Cannabis to me? Yes, he's a great MC. Yes, he's a great musician, great keen ear, but he's more a thought leader for me. Mm-hmm. He's more like a
silent mentor.
Like a mentor, a wisdom peak. He's when I want to learn something, I listen to Cannabis. When I want to expand deep thoughts and connect dots between my fragmented mind, I listen to Cannabis. He helps me organize my thoughts because he's so cohesive. He's just so perfectly in tune with what he's saying. The energy backs what he's saying so perfectly that it just makes him. He's more of a thought leader for me. Just with the AI stuff and all the stuff he's doing with Subanak, and like no one else is doing that. Right. Just like back in the day with Spit Boss and Cannabis Infinity Forums and Cannabis Central. He's creating something that no one's doing. He's always doing that. And that's always what I try and do too, is just be cutting edge, staying on top of the technology, staying on top of the masses, making sure we're providing good content, gathering a following. It's all because of Cannabis, man. We've been yip-yapping for a while. Let's get into, this is Mr. Dipstick Classified featuring Merkules. Let's listen to this right now.
Let's get it.
Let's go, Cal.
All right, let's go, Kyle.
Anywhere, anytime. Yeah, it's due time, huh? It's just perfect timing. It's just perfect timing.
The cuts are great. Merkules just got that M. Oh. Let's go like this. There's a video for this.
Def Jams to rap a lot. Came up in the 90s, you can hear the snap, crackle, pop. Crack the shackles off, raps David Hasselhoff. Fell, scraped my knees, got back up and wiped the gravel off. I did this with no piggyback. Like how they said P. Diddy did on Biggie's back. Said you're a lion, you little kitty cat. Money in the bank, what's a 50 rack? Give me that. Splitting wigs like a quarter wood, strict like the quarter lord, sip a quarter liquor raw. Been recording for a quarter of my life, now my headquarters and my tennis court are looking right. Who wanna play with me, rage with me? Love the ones who learn to change with me, stay with me. Every day me and Merk show our worth, cause nobody wanna die underpaid and overworked, oh no. Throw them up high,
that's awesome.
Throw them up. Took a minute till they listen, now they know.
I was gonna say, like, once again, I'm going to interrupt because this is more of a podcast. This is the way I see it. I'm not sure what people are going to like. But if I got to say something, I got to say it. So I've been reaching out to all these MCs. And I a couple of days ago, I reached out to Classified. And I told him a story about how I saw him in Camel River 2 years ago with my wife. And we were front row. Like, this was a big event for us to go see this. And there was this very inebriated Newfie lady beside me. As some people would call a drunk noof. And I've dealt with drunk noofs my whole life. And I'm pretty good at dealing with them. They just gotta be nice. You just don't be mean. And they're good. You don't be mean. They just want to have fun. And she was shouting and screaming and saying how she knew him from Nova Scotia. She grew up in Nova Scotia, saying how she knew him from home and she was friends with his little cousin. And finally, Classified got interrupted by her and just brought this woman up on stage. So this woman goes up on stage and she's drunk and making a scene. She's sitting on the couch. She starts like taking her shirt down and like making jokes. And then when I reached out to him, I mentioned that story, just saying like I was at that show where that happened. Hopefully that will like catch his eye. No response yet. Anyway, just had to get off my chest. Let's get back into it.
I told y'all before, no one as cold as us. We shut it down and shut them
The
up.
video back?
Get ready.
Oh, right.
Cool way to put a little lyric video together, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. This is something unique to be really good at.
This is 5 years old, too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go. Yeah. I've been breaking down them doors since a youngin' and now I'm posing for pictures when I go out in public. Shaking hands with the fans, it's like they know me as something. It's hard work's been paying off and now I don't need a budget. I remember bumping class in grade 7 in school. Who would've known by 2020 I'd make several moves? But I stay blessed, it's not about the paychecks or the views, it's the respect. Work harder and say less to these dudes. Shout out to mom and dad, I got them tatted on my hands. Your favorite rappers just collab, this is Halifax to Pan. Respect your OGs,
Nice.
class, I'm actually a fan. I just wrote the smoking dope and flicking ashes in a can. We gotta come together cause that way we all can win at this. I came up playing 50 Cent and Eminem's Infinite. I knew that I could do this, had a dream and then I did the shit. The East to West connected, now we infamous. This is it, yeah. You know that's anywhere at any time. I'm well aware they envy mine. I'm debonair, I'm plenty fly. Remain confident but humble as well. Get out your comfort zone or else you'll end up stuck in your shell. I'm a bulldog, these cats better tuck in they tail. Like an addict in treatment, don't make me come off the rails.
And that's cool. And I just gotta say, this is now that we have this track of Merkules, we're just like, oh, fucking right. But fuck, the thing is, dude, I just said, but fuck, my bad. Classified is from Halifax. I'm from Cape Breton. You know, my Nova Scotia, my homeland, and now I live on Vancouver Island. And me and Merk got a track together. We have to get this track Classified, man. We have to. How do I get this guy's attention? What do I do? If you're watching right now, comment on this track. How do I get a hold of him? Someone introduce me. I have to do a track of Classified. I thought this was awesome. Any of you guys want to say anything before I start playing the song again?
No, I hope you.
Okay, my bad. My bad. Classic interruption.
Good, man.
Until they listen, now they know what's up. Thought I told y'all before, no one as cold as us. We shut it down and shut them up, kid. Get ready. Anywhere, anytime. No time for jokes. Get ready. It's just perfect.
Love all the cuts.
This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go. Ba-ta-ta. This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go. Ba-ta-ta.
You know, at the same time, I kind of want to, like, these are the big dogs of Canada, Merkules and Classified.
Okay.
And like the lane that us and Merkules went down, like a real personal, connected collaboration where we mention each other's names and talk to each other and form a cohesive track. That's kind of all I want to do now. Like, I almost don't want to have a track like this where it's just it's just flex. It's good and it's entertaining, but it's just flex. You know, all it is bars and flex, which is great. And don't get me wrong. Like, I fucking love flex shit. I get off on that shit. I love it. Mm-hmm. But if I'm going to have one of the biggest songs of my life, I got to say something worth saying. You know what I mean? Yeah. I guess that's what it boils down to. Yeah. So Classified, I want to talk about Nova Scotia, man. I want to talk about like being an East Coaster and seeing the whole world. Like Merk mentioned the Halifax to Van in our track. He mentioned Van Isle to Van City. He mentioned that. Like, he cares about that. I do too. You know, so this is a really good track. I like it. It was cohesive. The lyric video was really cool. It's gonna be tough to beat, but we got Dilated Peoples, so that's in the margins of defeat, unfortunately, for Classified Merkules. I loved it. I thought it was exactly what it was meant to be. Two giants saying about how they're giants and what they've done to become giants. Okay, that's great. But I want to hear about your broken leg when you were 6. You know, I want to hear about your mom leaving your dad when you were 12. I want to hear about the first time you tried smoking pot. I want to hear about the friend you lost to a drunk driving accident when you were 17. That's the kind of shit, as I've grown older, that's what I want to hear about. That's the content that I want to absorb. I want to absorb intense shit.
Okay.
That's all I got to say about that. Ignacio, what are you saying?
So I look at this track as in a completely different point of view, as not necessarily a flex track. To me, this is straight just boom bap. Just classic boom bap. And there's nothing wrong with a little boom bap in your life sometimes. There's nothing like, yeah, I get it. We want music with a message. We want to hear the adult, you know, we're in that. I'm in that lane too. I don't always listen to, I listen to some stuff, but I don't listen to what I used to listen to, I guess you could say, is more of as in my teenage years. I don't listen to nearly as much that I do different type of artists now, right? But this is one of those tracks that just has that old school feel to it, and doesn't have to be hardcore, but still feels great. It just feels classic. It flex or not, it just feels good.
I agree. Classic. LP, what are you saying?
Yeah, that's kind of the take home that I felt from it too. You know, just a classic boom bap sounding beat. You know what I'm saying? And real digestible bars, but with a message. You know, like be confident but be humble. You know, get out of your shell. You know, do it, make the moves. You know, it was inspirational flex, and it was done like tastefully and like with a classic feel to it. Those cuts were really nice, man.
Inspirational flex.
They had
I like
nice
that.
sounding tones of voice too. You know, I mean, it was a nice track to listen to. It wasn't like anything that was like high pitched or strained or, you know, over the top. I mean, it all blended well too. You know,
I was just thinking the same as far as Merkules is concerned, because, you know, Wilk, you guys have very similar voices, and if after a complete recording session, your voice is going to sound different from the first take than it is from the 50th. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Amol tells me about it all the time.
Right. So
have a drink.
So I have to assume at some point his voice has to get to that, you know, level. But LP is right. Like the tone of his voice, the way he delivers his bars, of Merkules in particular, like it sounded good. It sounded good. Yeah.
Inspirational flex, LP. I like that because it was, in my eyes, it was kind of a flex track, but it's very unique flex because you can't have those flexes unless you've lived it and done it. You know, if you can't have these bars without a bit of fame.
Sure.
You know, I think that's fair to say. Good track. Next one we got, guys, is from Clarissa. Oh my God, it's Clarissa. Are we going to be listening to some MC Hammer, some Milli Vanilli, some Crisscross? You never know with Clarissa.
Never know with her. She has some Corey Feldman in there at one point.
Yeah, she had Corey Feldman in there, but this seems like it's a serious one. Clarissa, we love you. Make sure to comment on this video because we don't go live anymore, so we don't get to see your pretty face, words, or whatever. Read your pretty words. Shitty words, just disgusting words, to be honest. But I like them, and I miss them.
Delightful.
So get commenting, Clarissa.
Right.
This is Dilated Peoples, the platform, going against Merkules and Classified. What are we doing now? This is Dilated Peoples. Once again, it is called the platform. Subscribe, please, right now. I'll get the video up.
Yeah. The platform sound. Taking this worldwide.
Both got some cuts.
Yo, the platform, watch the stormtroopers swarm. The Death Star's more than the devilish dawn. It's where evil and the force manifest their form. It's no good without bad and no night without war. It's relativity, balance, stability. It's creativity, talents, ability. Rocker shift the modes of the wizard and the warrior. Hip hop up and move to strike like a lawyer. Quick to be like fuck a rapper after what I'm after. Friendly how you front but behind me talking backwards. Basically I'm down to build but stay ready for battle. Plus most to go cattle. The catalyst never rock the mic in vain. Energy ain't created or destroyed, it's change. The dilated people hit you with the big bang. And theories that the red ship couldn't explain. The platform. Hey yo, the platform takes respect to perfect the art form. In times of battle, while the rappers get their hearts torn. Hey yo, the platform takes respect to perfect the art form. In times of battleground, the rappers get their hearts torn. Cause when I step off and step back on to sing, you'll never catch me preaching what I'm not practicing. World War II platform, the illest flows. I know my hunger's real, I still get nauseous at shows. My motto, I didn't write with this, I quote. It ain't where you put your words, it's where you don't. End quote, and with this in mind, I bring flows more rare than black quarterbacks. I never got sacked to push 10 yards back. We could go rhyme for rhyme, line for line, and track for track. And after that, the crowd will react. To the future, we are the magnetic attract. 2020, confusing, no doubt. I catch the story of your life on VH1, where are they now?
13 years ago.
60 in my prime, still science and theories are dropping rhymes on time. The platform sound. Hey yo, the platform takes respect to perfect the art form. In times of battleground where rappers get their hearts torn. Hey yo, the platform takes respect to perfect the art form. In times of battleground where rappers get their hearts torn. Hey yo, I've seen apathy, met love and no hate. Are heavy on the mic, can you handle the weight? Either you learn to adapt or you're sealing your fate. Only brave when you get more dusted than whole plate. Rockin' D&D with the alchemists and babs. And after the lab, we send Ev to catch the cab. Platform troop, make moves and stay true. Rock steady Zulu, create to devastate crew. Yo, I platform my strategy, mix words with alchemy evidence. I won't get caught, shot on the balcony. Between you and I tell you here's the diff. Gun to your head, you're dead point blank, I shake shift. That's right, study chemistry like Al. Can life use your potential? Or Steve Howe, I'm about to call it quits like too much weight to break your rack mouth. The man don't make you move, yo, so make you move a back. And yo, the platform takes respect to perfect the art form.
That'd be real.
Yeah, it looks like Be Real. It is Be Real.
Yeah.
This is
Nice. Little cameo.
takes respect to perfect the art form.
He'd be sick in his hook. Be Real would be.
I was an alcoholic.
Oh, no wonder. Wow, the song's almost over. I thought it was just getting started. Blend it right in.
You did that blue. Fucking shit up.
According to who you ask.
You know, it kind of reminds me.
That's a nice cover, man, with those numbers like that. At yeah, that's cute. I like that.
You want to here? Let's listen to the rest of this beat right up.
That's a really cool way to do a cover, man.
I agree.
That's
The platform.
Love it.
And it's funny, man. It reminds you of like, and we're not there yet. Like we're just getting started. But it gets to a certain point where you have to respect the fact, and we might only have 20 people listening, but that's important. Like you do have a platform, even if it is 5 people, if it's 3 people, you have a platform and you need to respect that, right? Okay. And you don't learn how to properly respect that responsibility until you've fucked up a few times and, you know, like spammed people for no reason or tried to make it or sold out or whatever you've done. It reminds you to be humble. Once again, these are really 2 really well paired tracks because they kind of have the same motif where it's like, look at what we've done. This is how you got to stay humble with it. Mm-hmm. And this is, you know, it's cool how they kind of have the same energy, totally different. I'm giving this one to Merc and Classified. I think it was a more upbeat, kept me more engaged, like where I said at the end of the song. I love the Dilated People song, but I kind of zoned out, you know? Like where I said, oh, I can't believe it's almost over. I was just getting started. Like I felt it got me, like it got me fully, but I did kind of zone out and wasn't like really hyper about the lyrics or hyper about what they were saying. I kind of lost track of some of the bars. So I'm gonna give it to Kyle. I think Kyle deserves an orange belt for this one. Lady Poetic, what are you saying?
Yeah, I think it was a really good matchup, you know, inadvertently or otherwise, you know, just from like the cuts in the beginning of and end of both songs and the message and whatnot. You know, I will say between the two that I preferred the beat on the Merkules and Classified track. That being said, I feel like the Dilated People song was much more polished in terms of flow and delivery and lyricism and for all the elements that we think about a song and for a battles cut type setup here. I'm giving this one to Clarissa for sure. Battle cuts. Yeah. Speaking of pumping turtles.
And this is tough. Ignacio.
Look what we did. We put Iggy as the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I know. Well, this is it. This is how it goes. And I usually go first, so I kind of have the power to see who. I thought she was going Merkules Classified the whole time. I really did.
I know you did.
I really did. So, Ignacio, you are the tiebreaker. Is it the Yanks or the Canucks? What are we saying?
Well, I gotta be honest, man. I gotta be honest. What sold it for me is Evidence ate the shit out of his verse, dude. He's fucking found his pocket and went off. Yeah, it dilated. Clarissa,
you have won your orange belt. Congratulations, Clarissa. Get some more on the Battle Cuts community page post, please. That was engaging and awesome. Yes. Had some good talks, good stuff. It was awesome. This is Battle Cuts. Gonna do a sessions now, but I expect a Battle Cuts once a week. So once again, if you've made it this far, the least you can do is open up a second window and put a request on, so we can draft you into it. If not, we're gonna find you on the hip hop page. So put stuff everywhere. Just every post that we got on the community page, comment the shit and spam it. I don't care if you send 30 in 10 minutes. Like seriously, do it. I welcome it. I mean, okay, guys, this is Battle Cuts. All right, guys, peace out. We'll see you in the next one.
Cheers.